Hello, my name is Belinda Totino, and I'm here to offer simple practices of yoga that if you're having to practice from home for whatever reason, I'm here to offer some free guidance. I want to acknowledge that this yoga, this practice, this sequence is not my own. I want to acknowledge the many yogis that came before me, and I'm a mere human to just pass on my learnings and my understandings of yoga and how it's helpful for me for my physical, mental, body and spirit. So I know that it can help people as it's helped me with anxiety, with learning to connect to self, to learn to connect to something greater. So that is my intention, to pass any little bit of help to the next person. So this is my go-to sequence when you don't have a lot of time, you want to be able to move every part of your body. This should take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on how quick you want to move through it. So this is my go-to quick little fix in the morning. Maybe you're needing just a break in work, a lunch break, especially if you're working from home, or if you can sneak somewhere at your work and do a little bit of a stretch. So I would start in a child's pose position, nice wide knees here, reaching your arms out in front. So I may stick my head up more for voice, but I want you to keep the back of your neck long, breathing into the back of your heart here, feeling that expansion there. I like to have a little wiggle from side to side, just a little bit of a self-soothe, but also to warm up your hips here. And then walking your hands over to the right. So this is to get into the lateral flexion of your body. Breathing into this side, feel that length, feel that space between your ribs. Take another inhale here. And then on your exhale, let's walk over to the other side. Giving yourself, your body, full permission to do what it needs to do. On your next exhale, let's walk back to center, reaching our arms out in front. And then we're going to roll up onto our knees, walking our knees in, and bring your hands underneath, or your wrists underneath your shoulders here. Finding a nice neutral spine in your tabletop position. So I want to make sure that your chest isn't just dropping here, we're engaging, pressing our palms into the mat. Little zipping up of pubic bone to your heart center, back of your neck stays long. And then we'll move into some cat and cow. So to do so, we start to move through our vertebrae, peeling ourselves up, chest beams forward on our inhalation. On our exhalation, we tuck our tailbone under, navel to spine, chin to our chest. Moving that through in your own time. Inhaling, looking up, maybe your throat opens here. Exhale to tuck on under. So either continuing to do that, or maybe your body already wants to intuitively move in another way. Maybe circling your hips, maybe a figure 8 of your hips. Just warming up your back body, your lateral body. Maybe your head and your neck gets involved. Nice one. And then we'll eventually make our way back to our child's pose here, reaching our arms out in front once again, grounding your palms into the mat, so much so that your elbows may start to lift up off the mat. And then we're rolling through our spine to lengthen our spine, so now our shoulders are in front of our wrists. Back of our neck is long, elbows are going to stay close to our body as we lower all the way down onto our chest and belly. Going to do 3 low cobras here, so we're going to keep our elbows beside our body, so we don't want them flaring out. Think of lengthening the side of your neck Inhale, low cobra, navel to spine, so we're not dumping into our lower back, but we're strengthening our back body by not pressing too much weight into our palms. Lowering down on your exhale. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale to lower. Beautiful. Toes tuck under here. Now pressing your weight into your palms to lift yourself up. Downward facing dog. First downward dog, I like to keep it moving here, bending one knee, lengthening the other. Almost like a figure 8 of your hips. Maybe there might be a few little cricks and creaks. Nice one. Then finding your downward dog here. We're going to ground our palms into the mat, lengthening through your arms. Finding length down your spine. Try and lift lower belly away from your mat. Maybe bring in a little bit of a bend to your knees to think of your sit bones lengthening towards the back wall behind you where the roof meets it. And then on your next inhale, we're going to float our right leg up. So from here, we're going to try and keep our hips square to the mat. Lifting with our right inner thigh. Take a breath in. Breath out, we're going to stack our hips now, bend our knee, let our heel fall towards us, and make circles with the point of your knee. Once again, warming up at your hips. Let's change directions. Nice one. Then let's draw our right knee to our chest, shift into plank, and step your foot through. Help it out if you need to get your heel underneath your knee. Get this mop out of the way. Inhale, lifting your arms up, coming into a low lunge. Relax your shoulders. Maybe you can start to lunge a little bit more into your front leg. Feeling that stretch, the front of your left hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath in. Breath out, hands to your mat. Gonna step back to downward facing dog. Other side now, left leg floats on up. Lifting with your left inner thigh, take a breath in. Breath out, we're stacking our hips now, bending our knee and making those circles with the point of your knee. Changing direction. Nice one, then bringing your knee into your chest, stepping it through. Coming down onto your back knee, inhale your arms up. Lunging deeply here. But where you find that edge, so we don't want to just dump into our joints. We want to find this engagement, we want to strengthen and stretch. So we don't want to just fall into the stretch, because then we're getting a bit more into joints. We don't want to do that, we want to stretch and strengthen muscle. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. This time we're going to step our foot forward and fold here. Feet are hip width apart. Generous bend in your knees so you can bring your belly onto your thighs. Relax your head and your neck, grabbing a hold of your opposite elbows. Shifting your weight into the balls of your feet. Think of your sit bones lengthening towards the roof. Breathing into your back body, you might want to sway from side to side. Nice one, then releasing your elbows, ground into your feet to roll on up. Finding Tadasana here. Tadasana is our foundation, our standing pose. Feeling the sensations in your body. Your body's starting to awaken. And then from here we're going to do 3 Surya Namaskara A's. These are so essential to a yoga practice. Definitely doing this sequence is a way to move and awaken your entire body. So we'll take the first one nice and slow. Let's inhale all together. And let your breath go. On your next inhale, let's sweep our arms up. Exhale, folding, hinging at your hips. Inhale to look up, straight spine. Back of your neck is long. Exhale, hands to your mat. We're going to step back to a plank. Holding in plank here for a moment. Of course, you can do this on your knees if you prefer. Starting to think that we're shortening the front line of our body, like we're zipping our pubic bone to our heart. We're going to lengthen ourselves forward and then lower ourselves all the way down to a low plank. Or you can come down onto your belly like we did before and do low cobra, or this is upward facing dog. On your exhale, downward facing dog. Giving yourself at least 3 breaths here. Just noticing if you're holding any unnecessary tension in your body, and just let your breath and the thought release that. Take a breath in. Let your breath go, look forward, step, float, or walk it up. Inhale, we lengthen, maybe fingertips to your mat, maybe your hands to your shins. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise on up, sweep your arms up. We'll do that again. Exhale to fold here. Inhale to look up. Exhale, hands to your mat, step or float back. If you're jumping back, you land in low plank. 3 breaths in your down dog. Nice one. Take an inhale. Exhale, look forward, step, float, or walk it up. Inhale for length. Fold and empty. Rise on up, sweep your arms up. And last one here, let's flow, empty out. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, hands to your mat, step or float back. And this one I'm going to do on my knees to show you. Down dog. Taking full body breath here. Beautiful, then dropping to your knees, child's pose here. Great, so that is my go-to sequence. I'll be posting some more sequences that are a bit more dynamic and a bit more longer as well if you've got more time. Love you to keep watching, to keep practicing, and share and subscribe. Thank you so much. Much love. Be well. Namaste.